Hi, this is Jerry
Hi, and David.
for Challenge Life Better. Now we're looking at natural remedies, and in this case, how about fibromyalgia?
Yeah, how
Are you
about
familiar with some of the problems with fibromyalgia?
You know, I've heard of the disorder before, but I'm not too familiar with how it's caused. But I heard it's very painful physically.
As I understand, fibromyalgia is literally the nerves going crazy in your body. You just have this sensation all over. I think part of it started out sort of like restless leg syndrome. It's just like anything that you do irritates your nerves and you hurt. There are some things that you can do for fibromyalgia, and one of those things is I tend to look at fibromyalgia very, very much like it's not a disease, but a disorder. It is a condition that's brought upon by something you're doing or something that is doing to you. And in this case, I suspect one of the culprits is perhaps grain. We're not designed to eat grain. And if we eat too much of it, we could end up with some kind of autoimmune response. That may be part of what fibromyalgia is. It may be the lack of enough hydration so that a person doesn't have enough of the lymphatic system draining by flushing the body of toxins. Those toxins then irritate the nerves in the body, and you end up with fibromyalgia-like conditions all over the body that tend to flare up nerves. I think fibromyalgia might also be the result of insomnia, or shall we say, not following good dietary guidelines about when you eat. Now, why would I say that? Well, sleep deprivation keeps you from having various forms of lactic acid materials taken out of your system while you sleep. Okay, if you're not asleep, the lymphatic system isn't flushing your system of toxins. That's absolute given, that's for sure. The second thing is that why are you not sleeping? Well, if you're not sleeping, it may be because you can't sleep. Well, why can't you sleep? Well, fibromyalgia may be kin to insomnia in the sense that if you are eating too late at night and you go to bed and you have not digested all of your food, let's say you go to bed at 8:30 or 9 and you just ate 30 minutes or an hour before. Why do we sleep? What's the reason we sleep? We sleep to regenerate and repair our bodies.
Right.
We don't sleep to digest the food. We're not lions that crawl up under a tree and lay there and digest the gazelle. This is not what we do. We need to be through with our digestion process before we go to bed. How in the world does this tie into fibromyalgia? Well, my theory is that if you don't sleep well, and if you're eating improperly, that causes you to have insomnia. And if you have insomnia, you're not sleeping well, your body is not being flushed from the toxins that you create with the thing we call living. During the day, you're bright-eyed and wide awake, maybe not wide awake, but the point is that you didn't get a good night's sleep, so now the toxins are in your system and you feel like hell. Okay? And if this continues, if you continue eating at the wrong time, going to bed, continuing this cycle, you could get yourself fairly sick, and you would never even put together the idea that you're eating at the wrong time, so you have fibromyalgia-like symptoms. It's a possibility.
Sounds like it.
So Also, if a person doesn't drink enough water and they're not flushing their system out of toxins, the toxins are going to irritate the nervous system big time, and you're going to have the symptoms of fibromyalgia. Those are just thoughts. They're not diagnoses or any hard science behind it. But what does it hurt for you to eat at a reasonable hour, stop going to bed on a full stomach, and try and get a good night's sleep? If you are addicted to playing video poker, quit your job and do it during the day. Either way, you're going to lose. Okay, all right, that's cynical, but that's pretty much the way it is. So that's pretty much what I have to say about fibromyalgia. I'm sure there are other contributing factors, eating some of the wrong foods and things that you're absolutely irritated, irritates your system. One of the things you could do is look at it as a food illness or a food condition, and a negative food condition, and start subtracting foods from your body until you start feeling better. And maybe it's strawberries that makes you sick and you didn't even know it. Maybe it's something else. It may just be one thing, or it may be a whole combination of things that are just connected with lifestyle rather than substance, as I said. So give those things a thought. What we are trying to do, what Dave and I are trying to do, is lay out some ideas for you to consider. We're not saying we have all the answers, but what we're saying is that we have some thoughts that maybe nobody else has put forward. Go out and see how it works for you. It certainly can't hurt. Until next time,
David
and Jerry, and we wish you the very best. Be well.
Be well.